Privateers in between road trips for this one. Belhaven, this will count as an exhibition for the visiting Blazers. We're underway. The opening tap controlled by Belhaven, and Luke Couch, the only player to face the Privateers when they came here 2 years ago in the last matchup between the programs, had it for a moment. Now at the elbow, looking for the back door, not available, is Jacob Reese, a superb rebounder, as we'll talk about throughout the contest tonight. Here is Couch, who scored 5 in that game 2 years ago. Now they go low post. There is Reese for the bucket on the feed from Lucas. Patience paying off there for Belhaven on their first possession. New Orleans in the front court with it, and the aforementioned Jordan Johnson at the point. He'll go high post to Jackson and get it back wide open for 3, and he makes you pay for those pretty much every time. Buried to give New Orleans a 3-2 lead. Johnson, again, we mentioned he's a marked man and at times doesn't get looks like that, so great to get him off to that kind of start if you're the Privateers. Now on the baseline, a pull-up jumper is good by Judah Jordan, the 6'2 senior point guard. He's a confident player and comes off a really good game with 16 points in a win against Centenary last time out. Also, their leading assist man had 6 in that contest. Now Deontay Bell, a reverse is good down low. Didn't put much of a body on him there, and Bell getting the easy lay-in. 5-4, both teams 2 for 2 from the field early on. 90 seconds into this one. In the corner, Couch will shoot a contested 3, and it's an air ball over the basket, but right into the hands of Reese, whose lefty hook will go. Reese averaging 11.5 rebounds per game. Right place, right time on that one. Now faking in the corner with a quick outlet for the pull-up J from the mid-range. That's really where Caleb Wilson-Rouse has found his offensive flurry lately. He's good off the dribble there in catch-and-shoot situations, but really comfortable from 15 to 18 feet. 7-6, New Orleans leads it. We mentioned high tempo, a lot of scoring. So far, so good. 17:45 and counting. Couch takes the handoff from Reese, goes around and misses the chippy. Privateers fortunate there as Mason Jones, a sophomore guard, with the rebound, keeps it himself in transition, passes back to Johnson, who misses the long-range 3. Another board for Reese. Johnson can shoot him from out there, and not weird to see him launch one from 30 feet. He can make those. Now a 3 on the step back, and Judah Jordan 2 for 2 early. Confident with the long stroke. Both teams shooting really well. 9-7 Belhaven. UNO tries to take the lead back. Jones, though, missing the open 3 from the feed down low. Up ahead in transition, attacking is Lucas, cut off by Johnson. They'll whip it to Couch for the left side 3, and Belhaven is flat out on fire early. 5 of 7 from the field, now 2 of 3 from long range. And Couch is somebody who struggled from 3 early this year, but he shot 43% from behind the arc last season. So don't leave him open like that. And now a steal, getting in the passing lane and picking it off is Lucas. Slowing things up is Judah Jordan. Been a lot of ball movement early, although Jordan, pretty good traditional point guard. Weaving action up top. Jamario Hersey finding Jordan. This time he misses on the jumper, and the rebound cleared by Bell and the Privateers. 12-7, Belhaven on top, nearing the 16-minute mark. Here is Johnson off the screen. He won't settle for 3 this time, but he'll miss on the pull-up from 16 straight away. A steal, though, after the rebound, and Jones not able to make the bucket. Cleared by the Blazers. Opportunistic by Jones, but not the finish. Now a missed 3 by Couch. There's a rebound down low and a save. Lucas, 1 miss on a follow. Another by Reese, who's been a terror on the glass early. His 4th rebound. Give him 6 points on perfect 3 for 3 from the field. UNO down 14-7. We mentioned not your typical D3 club. Now in a 2-3 zone, the Blazers. And a 3 is hit by Wilson-Rouse from the far side. Both of these teams not shy about pulling the trigger. Rouse with 5 to lead New Orleans early. But Reese has 6, and Jordan with 5 himself for the Blazers, who lead by 4. Haven't had a whistle for a foul yet, so we play on. near the 15-minute mark of this first half. Here's Jordan matched up with Jones. And lefty drive leads to a steal by one of the best in the country to do it. Wilson Rouse coming up with it. Now in transition. Jones to the hole. Scoops it home and makes it that time. Mason Jones. And it all was set up by Caleb Wilson Rouse, who averages 2.4 steals per game. And he's really playing good basketball on both ends of the court early in this season. 17th in the country in steals coming in. Now penetration and the miss leads to an easy rebound. Hersey missing everything. Privateers the other way. Pull up Wilson Rouse missing from the left side for three. The board, and now walking it up, Judah Jordan to set up the Blazers in the half-court offense. 14-12. New Orleans trailing, and now Jordan missing the layup, but a late whistle, and the first foul of the game is called, and it looks like Tyson Jackson underneath the rim is the culprit for the Privateers. Belhaven will be shooting free throws after this timeout with 14-13 to go in the first half. Blazers leading the New Orleans Privateers 14-12 on 106.1 FM.
This is MMA at the highest level.
Why they have the lead in this one, and looking to add to his early point total and hitting the foul shot is Judah Jordan. Jordan, a 70% free throw shooter on the year, averaging over 15 points per game, and knocks both of those down. He's got an early 7 in this one, and 3 of those rebounds for his team. After the timeout, Carlos Hart, number 15 in the ballgame, along with Turk Vincent, who's been a regular starter for New Orleans. And the Privateers turn it over. Belhaven looks like called a timeout. Did they call it to keep possession? No, it'll be out of bounds to the Privateers. So hustling and trying to save it, and is back on the sideline in that case was Hersey. Now after the inbound, Wilson Rouse against the zone, penetrates and kicks to Hart. Hart will look to drive, run over Jordan, no call, play on. Johnson will shoot a 3 off the bounce, no good, but follow his shot and miss the layup as well. Tab follow won't go for Hart. Privateers get 3 bites at the apple and not able to score it. Other way with it here is Judah Jordan against Hart now. Kicks to the wing for 3 and a miss there. And we have a loose ball foul called on Belhaven on the rebound. For once, Reese not able to get a clean rebound and whistled for the first team foul of the game on Belhaven at the 13:31 mark. Blazers now will bring in Jordan Marshall, their leading scorer. First time he's come off the bench this year. We mentioned averaging 16.5 per contest. Front court with it, New Orleans down 16-12. And open on the back door, and the reverse layup is good. The feed from Hart, the bucket for Caleb Wilson Rouse, who has 7 points. His hot streak continues. He's just playing confident basketball, and you can see him putting himself in the right spots to be able to score the ball. Hart stays in front of Jordan, who gives it all for the 3, and it's a bomb for Luke Couch, who scored only 5 points in over 30 minutes 2 years ago against New Orleans. He already has 6 on a couple of long balls. 19-14 Blazers lead, but 3 points taken right off of that total. Jordan Johnson from downtown. This is fun. Both teams not wasting a whole lot of time. Now Jordan. That's Judah Jordan. We got a Jordan Johnson out there. Key figures in this one on the drive, under contact, not able to make it. And Wilson Rouse rebounding the miss by Lucas. Other way, feeding Hart, who's fouled underneath in the act. And the Privateers are very good in transition after makes, and when they're able to clear the defensive glass, which was an issue in the early stages of this game, but a couple times to get out and run. Setting up Hart, who was excellent on the JUCO level last year, first year with the Privateers, and misses the first of 2 free throws. Carlos averaging 6.1 per game. Just his 4th missed free throw of the year. He was over 82% before that one. And misses both here. So Jordan will set up the offense in the front court. And a good assignment for Hart. see if he can stick with the shifty point guard. Able to recover there and block the shot attempt out of bounds on the penetration left in the lane. And that's going to be key for Hart, his ability to defend. We know he can score and create for his teammates. And that transition from the JUCO level to Division I, you've got to prove your mettle as a defender first, especially for Mark Schlesinger. Now a steal by James Glisson, the grad transfer senior from Mercer, as he makes a defensive impact and has it now. He can shoot it from out there, but gave it up quickly to Jordan Johnson, who will bomb it and hit from NBA range. Well, Jordan Johnson had a rough shooting night at Minnesota last time out, but he's already hit 3 from downtown. Well on his way to his average. The lead back in New Orleans' hands, 20-19. Wilson Rouse in the passing lane. Couldn't save it on the near sideline, but the stars are out for this one early. 2 senior guards for New Orleans. He's got 9. Caleb Wilson Rouse has 7. But Judah Jordan with an early 7. And both Lucas Couch, along with Jacob Reese, with 6 points apiece. Now a steal in the inbound by the Privateers. Hart passing back to the trailing Johnson, and a lay-in for Turk Vincent for his first 2. New Orleans has gotten their hands in passing lanes early to get out and run and lead 22-18. Biggest lead yet for New Orleans. Actually 22-19, we update that. And that'll be key for the Privateers, their pressure defense, one of the best at creating turnovers in the country. Now on the drive, Couch throws it up and misses. Tapped out of bounds, and last touch by Belhaven. That's not as much of Couch's game offensively as being able to square up and shoot from the outside. A very difficult shot over the outstretched arms of a Privateer defender. Johnson playing off the ball for the moment. And for the moment, Belhaven playing man-to-man. Down low it goes to Glisson, and that didn't work out. The assist from Johnson. Moving it quickly and splitting a couple of defenders with the pass. Johnson to set up Glisson for the easy 2. 24-19 UNO. Belhaven out of Jackson, Mississippi. Best record amongst the teams in their conference here in the non-conference schedule. Down low it goes. And a miss down low. Nice look there for Neil Terry, the 6'7" big man. Just a sophomore off the bench, but not able to convert. Now from down deep, Vincent to Wilson Rouse. Vincent gets it back from Glisson. Spins to his right outside the lane, loses it on the floor, and a scramble for it. And a good job there by Terry to come up with it on his keister. Up ahead to Jordan. Hesitation dribble a couple times, gets to the hole, and it's blocked by Wilson Rouse. Picked up by Glisson. Hard up ahead, Vincent doing what he does best, hanging in the air and finishing. A couple of easy buckets for him as the Privateers starting to heat up with a 12-0 run over the last 3 minutes plus. And a 26-19 lead. 9:43 clock running first half. UNO starting to get stops and get up and down the court. Jordan, haven't heard from him for a while. On the switch goes at Glisson, blocked though on the help by Vincent out of bounds. As just at 6'4", Vincent, the leading shot blocker for UNO, with his 6th rejection of the year. Hersey back in for Belhaven and Couch to sit. And Jordan will look to inbound it. Haven't seen the junior guard Jordan Marshall, number 4, get his opportunity yet to show his scoring ability as Vincent knocks away the inbounds pass into the New Orleans bench. But you have to think he needs to become a factor here for Belhaven to respond in a game they led 14-7 early stages, but now trail by 7. On the inbound, a jump ball almost near half court. Reese able to secure it, and the shot clock runs out. Lack of awareness there for the 5 on the floor for Belhaven. And when you're seeing another team go on a run and get stops against you, sometimes you lose focus, you get a little frustrated, and compound matters with an error like that one. Pull up for 3, Wilson Rouse. Too strong, easy board for Belhaven and Terry that time. Hersey with the ball fake, now on the dribble, right hand, pull up from 13 straight away, won't go. And Vincent showing you that leaping ability again with the rebound. A risky pass there, doesn't work out though in the half court as Jordan Johnson was trying to bounce it past two Blazers and threw it away. Intended for Glisson. Mason Jones checking back in for the Privateers, along with Deontay Bell. As Carlos Hart and Glisson will both sit down. You're starting to see some Blazers when you see players, maybe the pace, even though they're a high-scoring team, getting to them a little bit during dead balls. You see players resting their hands on their knees. You wonder if sometimes whether that's as much mental as physical fatigue when things aren't going well. But the Blazers very capable of getting a run together themselves. Jordan pulls up on the baseline from 15. Too strong, rebound Vincent, who's clearing the glass for the Privateers defensively in this sequence. Pull up Jordan Johnson, nothing but net from way downtown. 12 points, 4 assists already for Jordan Johnson, who has 4 trays. And the first double-digit lead of the contest for the Privateers as we near 8 minutes to go in this opening half. Jordan has seen different defenders since his early hot shooting start. Now on the switch, matched up with Vincent. Will draw another defender and kick it to Hersey, who tried to bounce it in the post. Knocked away by the Privateers, intended for Reese. Belhaven will have 7 to shoot after this timeout with 7:59 to go in the first half. Mark Schlesinger, out of respect for Belhaven, who came out hot early, but now down to 33%. The Privateers really ramping up their defense, 7 of 21 overall, and UNO shooting 57%. With the shot clock running down, Jordan, a straightaway bomb won't go. And kept alive by the Blazers. Another chance at it, and a dunk is the finish. Power from Neil Terry. So once again, Belhaven showing you that they can crash the glass, including the offensive boards. And a guy who averages 12 minutes a game, but has blocked 10 shots so far this season. Pretty good big man to have down low on the D3 level. Now Wilson Rouse, the pull up in the lane from 13 won't go. Turk Vincent, a pretty good guy to have on your team, period. Skies in for the follow jam. Vincent's a perfect 3 for 3, and he's finishing around the rim to do it for his 6 points. 31-21, New Orleans. Jordan on the dribble, the crossover, the step back. Won't go from 3. Vincent keeps it alive for a moment. Hersey comes up with it, and he draws the whistle underneath. Hersey, a pretty good-looking athlete at 6'4", the junior from Brookhaven, Mississippi, will shoot a pair. Come off the bench for this team in every game until tonight this season, making his first start. Shoots 61% from the floor. A lot of that using his athleticism in the lane and at the rim, but he misses the first free throw. Now 67% from the line this season as Luke Couch returns. The first time we've seen Zion Owens, a 5'11" sophomore from Memphis, for the Blazers. Free throw up and in, splitting the trip is Hersey. 9-point New Orleans advantage, 7-minute mark. Mason Jones to Jordan Johnson. Throw back wide open, Vincent for 3 off to the right, but a rebound kept alive by Jones and secured by Bell. Out to Jordan Johnson. Don't give him another chance. 15 points for Johnson. He's 5 of 7 from long range. Preseason All-Southland performer. Flat out one of the best scorers in America. 12-point UNO advantage. Pulling up the bounce, and Lucas needing help. Finally finding Owens. Owens with 8 to shoot. Gets a screen from Terry. Now over the shoulder, the pass to Couch, who will dribble into the paint. Draw the contact, miss everything, but the follow almost goes in. Kept alive, Terry, after his miss, and then a loose ball foul is called on Belhaven. And I believe it is on Terry. His first personal. Teams are flying around and battling on the boards on both ends, but not a lot of fouls in this one so far. Just a 3rd team foul on Belhaven. New Orleans with 2 team fouls in 14 minutes. Wilson Rouse at the point between the circles. Action off the ball. One of them, Jones, stepping out right wing. Looking down low, now passes top of the arc. Bell, the reverse to Wilson Rouse, who creates space off the dribble and misses the three. Hersey with the board. Up ahead to Couch in the front court. Back to Hersey trailing. Drives, runs into Wilson Rouse, and gets the call. A block on the Privateer senior. And more free throws coming for Hersey. First foul on Wilson Rouse. Hersey also averages 3.5 rebounds per game, short on the free throw. And came in with a team-high 9 steals as well. Interesting stat from the last game. Centenary really slowed the game down on a high-paced Belhaven squad, and the Blazers had to battle to a 66-63 victory as Hersey rattles home the second. Belhaven did not force a single turnover in 40 minutes of basketball in that game. That's such a rarity in NCAA basketball. Otherwise, their defensive numbers pretty good. Pull-up jumper, foul, Jordan Johnson from the left elbow. Free throws coming, and guess what? He's good there as well, as Owens called for his first personal. You look at the other games Belhaven's played, higher scoring affairs, so Centenary knew what they were doing to try to pull one out on the road and fell just short. Johnson at the free throw line hits his first of the night. How many will he score this evening? Now 16 points in 15 minutes. Tyson Jackson, the veteran big man for the Privateers, back in after a long rest. Jordan Johnson looking to give New Orleans their biggest lead, and he does, making the second. 36-23 Privateers. 5.5 minutes to go before the break. And if you're Belhaven, you'd like to respond. Only scoring 4 points in almost 8 minutes. Owens at the elbow left side, feeding the post. A double team briefly from Johnson. Lucas will shoot a fadeaway. Tough shot, missing everything. Rebound by the freshman Josh Short for the Privateers. Feeding down low, Bell, who's hammered from behind. Terry hustled back to prevent the layup, but Deontay Bell will be the next Privateer to step to the strike. And a good shot blocker. Got a lot of ball there, but a little bit of body. Deontay Bell started every game for New Orleans this season, averaging 4.5 points per contest, makes the first, and now 8 of 10 from the line this year. Had 12 rebounds and an MTE for the Privateers in Arkansas against North Dakota for a season high. And his rebounding and rim protection is going to be so important for this UNO team once they enter conference play. Second free throw also in. The lead balloons to 38-23. UNO's outscored the Blazers by 20 over the last 8 minutes. Jordan again in possession, finding it harder to get into the lane than he did earlier. Now Lucas walks with it. Easy call as Bell right there. A couple of inches taller, and Lucas just couldn't get around him and dragged his pivot. Got stuck at the mid-post. You know he wanted to get deeper, and Bell said no, sir. Carlos Hart back in for the Privateers. Mason Jones to sit. Up ahead, Johnson finding Short. Will go cross-court to Hart. Back to Johnson. Passed up the long three. Penetrates and gets it back out to Hart, who misses the three ball. Hersey with the board. Quickly up ahead to Jordan, who will pull up from downtown and hit. Nothing but net. Judah Jordan. Taking the most threes on the team this year. Jordan Johnson tried to get it back and missed. Long rebound for Jordan. Jordan passed it off late, and it winds up being a steal by Johnson, saved to Short. Short spins, misses, and he was fouled. Waiting for that whistle is Couch, the culprit. So Judah Jordan's 2 for 4 from deep in this game. Made a team-high 11 threes coming in, and realizing his team needs somebody to create offense. The that time another turnover forced by the Privateers, giving the freshman Short from Farmville, North Carolina a chance, but he misses the first of two. Short has the only double-double this season for the Privateers. The true freshman did that in game number 2 this year against Southern University of New Orleans. Won 2 state championships in North Carolina, misses the free throw there. So a couple off target from him. Belhaven up ahead, down 12. 4 minutes to go before the break. Jordan with some space to work with, now guarded by Vincent. Gets a screen from Reese. Now Lucas in the post, facing up against the smaller Hart. Spins left, misses. Rebound follow is good by Hersey. Belhaven within 10. Hart reverse layup. He gets stuck underneath the glass, and it's out of bounds to Belhaven. Couldn't clear to the other side and tried to reach back under on the near side late. Couldn't pull it off. Timeout with 3:34 to go. UNO with a 38 Haven roster, who's not from the region, so to speak. Belhaven located in Jackson, Mississippi. And they have players from Mississippi, Alabama, and Tennessee on the team. Except for Jordan, who's a 6'2 senior out of Baltimore, Maryland. And you can tell that he's willing to take the load on when his team needs offense created. Gets the handoff back, but doesn't shoot. Now trying to probe baseline. No way in. Another handoff from Lucas. Shot clock down to 6. He'll pull up and have to try to pass late. He couldn't get off the shot. It's another New Orleans steal, this time by Jackson. Excellent team defense there by UNO, cutting off Jordan at every turn. Now Short will drive and couldn't get it to go down. Up ahead, the Blazers with it. Jordan trying to find Lucas, knocked away by Short. It gets through. It's probably an easy bucket. Short deflected it out of bounds near side. Jordan taking the inbound. Again, wanting a screen, it looked like, but passed it to Jacob Reese, who was coming to pick for him instead. Now Couch between the rings on the dribble, right of the lane. Throws it up, almost got it to go, and he was fouled. A shooter is willing to put it on the floor and try to make something happen. We've seen it a couple times tonight, and finally getting a foul call, this on Short. Just the 14th foul of the half on UNO, but a 2-shot foul. For the third leading scorer for the Blazers, averaging 12 a game and misses the first of 2, which, again, a rarity. The leading free throw shooter for Belhaven, as far as total attempts, at 88%. Second one, he doesn't miss. 38-29 as the Blazers get it under double figures. The New Orleans lead, that is. But Vincent gets inside and misses the layup with the left hand. Reese with the board. Jordan the other way in transition. Throws it away. Couldn't get by Jordan Johnson. Picked off by Wilson Rouse. Already 2 steals in this game for the senior, and one of the best at thefts in the country. One had passed Johnson over to Jones, far side. Johnson gets it back, dribbles by Couch, draws another defender, kicks to the opposite side. 3-ball won't go for Wilson Rouse. And a strong rebound for Lucas on the backside, who shows his ability to handle it, bringing it up himself. Now finding an open Hersey near corner 3, and the line drives nothing but net. Hersey with his first 3. He has 7. And the lead is down to 6. Belhaven battling back. A 9-0 run. Jones shoots the 3. It's off target. Jordan with the rebound for the Blazers. 1:34 and counting to go in the half. Gets by Wilson Rouse, lays it home. Jordan, no help down there, and timeout, New Orleans. Belhaven with the response. Tears with possession to start the second 20 minutes of this one, and one change in the lineup. Turk Vincent will inbound in there for Tyson Jackson. The Privateers have missed 12 of their last 13 shots from the field, so we'll see what kind of looks they get here early in the half against the Blazers. Wilson Rouse inside, blocked outside the lane by Lucas, and fighting for the rebound. A tie ball is called as Bell battled to keep that alive, and Reese secures the possession for his team. As we flip the arrow quickly to start the half. Privateers not getting a lot of looks down low from their big guys. Pretty perimeter oriented, both shooting from the outside and off the dribble. Belhaven relying on this man, Judah Jordan, who passes off. Reese outside the lane will find Couch, middle of the floor. He'll go inside the arc and inside the paint. Will spin to his right and hit from 10 feet. Just battling there with Jordan Johnson to get that bucket. Now up ahead, Johnson finding Vincent, who misses the reverse dunk try. Gets it right back. The banker won't go either. Tapped on the rim, won't fall for him. Finally cleared by the Blazers. Wow, rebounded UNO by 9 in the first half. Vincent tried to wipe some of that out by himself. Kick to the wing, a 3-ball will go over the glass off the rim and get stuck up there. You don't see that very often, but it's stuck in that little triangle at the top of the glass after the miss by Hersey. Another ball needed. Not even Turk Vincent, the best leaper on the Privateer team, is getting up there to get that one. And we'll play on in a moment. But the lead down to 2 for UNO. Belhaven controlled basically the first 5 minutes of the game and the last 5 of the half, and it's carried over a minute plus into the second half. Bell, the over-the-top pass intended for him. Couch had it, then lost it. Bell with it, misses the reverse layup. So UNO got a break there and couldn't cash in on it. Up ahead, Jordan to Lucas. Fights off Johnson. Kicks to the opposite wing for 3. Another miss by Hersey. Rebound Bell. Johnson the other way, near sideline pass to Jones. Jones called for the offensive foul. And that's just experience. A sophomore against a senior as Judah Jordan set him up perfectly. And I think Jones was thinking about passing out the whole time. He's a physical guard, the Rice transfer Jones. You'd like to see him maybe post up guards his size or shorter a little more than we've seen in his first New Orleans season. Chance to tie or take a lead again for Belhaven. 18-10 and counting second half. 40-38 Privateers over Blazers. Lucas now to Couch, who beat Johnson for a bucket a moment ago. Will fake the pull-up. Feed it to Reese, who'll have to shoot to beat the shot clock, and he hits the rainbow from 17 to tie it. Tough shot, tough situation Jacob Reese left in there, but hits over the 6'9" Bell. First tie of the ball game. Now Jones open for 3, misses off to the right. Rebound Jordan. Jordan may have a double-double tonight. Up ahead, Hersey fumbles down low and loses it out of bounds. Just one of those where you're so wide open and you're thinking about how you're going to finish at the end, like a wide receiver taking his eye off the ball. Or Belhaven might have had the lead there. 9th Belhaven turnover. Jones out and Carlos Hart back in for New Orleans. Privateers try to find the right combination here, playing smaller against Belhaven here. But the one post player is Bell, who has it on the baseline and double team right side. Throws it away, trying to go cross court. Hersey with the steal. Hersey into the front court, slows things up. One hand pass and a near steal again by Wilson Rouse. With him lurking, you can't make passes like that, as it was intended for Lucas. Hersey will come over to inbound. 17:07 to go, tied at 40. It's just an exhibition for the Blazers, but they're exhibiting their ability to compete big time here. Jordan looking for the lead and hits the fadeaway, falling down from 18. Judah Jordan with 16 points. And Belhaven up 42-40. Now we have a foul away from the ball on the switch. Reese on the logo near half court, fouling Jordan Johnson. Second foul for Reese. Now team fouls even at 1 in the half. So even though it doesn't count on the record for Belhaven, these are big opportunities for teams playing up, and the Blazers came to play tonight. Carlos Hart with it for New Orleans. On the dribble, passing off to Vincent, who drives left of the lane, spins to his right, scoops it up, can't get it to go, but the follow banked home. Turk Vincent with his 6th rebound, now has 8 points. Tied at 42. Here's Hersey with the floater over Bell, missing everything. Backside board, though, for Reese and the Blazers. Out to Couch, floater in the lane, will go in. Soft touch there, and got it to drop just inside the free throw line. Couch with 11 now. Reverse missed by Hart, who hits the deck hard. And will certainly deserve those 2 free throws, as Hersey credited with the personal. His second foul. So Hart going baseline, tries the lefty reverse, and took a shot for his trouble. Hart, who missed 2 free throws in the first half, back there now. And hits the first. Hasn't started yet for the Privateers, but has played in every game. Came in averaging just over 6 points and 3 rebounds per contest. And able to put it up and in, the Miami, Florida product. Tied at 44, nearing the 16-minute mark. Good matchup here, Jordan against Wilson Rouse. Jordan gets by him, decides to pass it off, nearly threw it away. Saved by Couch, who dribbles for space and misses the 3. Vincent with another New Orleans rebound. He'll find Jordan Johnson in the front court, who goes behind the back, and a reach-in foul is called on the floor on Couch. So UNO will work it in after this timeout with 15:48 to go in half number 2. Privateers have missed 17 of 18 shots from the floor, and Belhaven erased a 15-point deficit to tie it. And we've exchanged points recently, tied at 44, 15:47 to go. UNO inbound, stolen by Hersey near half court. Nobody came to the ball. Here's Lucas for the jam to give the Blazers the lead. Easiest bucket Lucas will have is his first points of the night. 46-44 Blazers. New Orleans in a battle on their home floor against the 5-1 Blazers now. Jordan Johnson, step back, jumper good. When they need a bucket, the Privateers usually get it from Jordan Johnson. His first 2-pointer of the game, give him 19. 46 all. And Belhaven's doing this without leading scorer Jordan Marshall doing anything. Not sure if he's under the weather or something. It's on the lob, broken up by Hart, and the ball goes out of bounds to New Orleans. Looking for Hersey there on the back door. Belhaven up to 40% shooting in this one. New Orleans at 36. After shooting well early. Hart in the paint, tough shot, missed from 12. Fighting for the rebound to get it back after a couple of taps, and ties up Hersey for Belhaven. This time the arrow pointing the way of Belhaven. So UNO will have it with a fresh 20 to work with. Again, going with small ball here, the Privateers, with 4 guards or wings on the floor. The one big man, Bell, passing it between the rings. Hart off the screen. Tough shot there, Jordan Johnson. Thought he was fouled and undercut. Mark Schlesinger arguing his case, but it's an air ball out of bounds. As Couch late there defending. Didn't get whistled. Belhaven with it. Jordan with horns, screeners above. Gets down low and hammered from behind. Not maliciously, but Wilson Rouse couldn't stop himself, leaving his feet to try to block the shot. So Jordan will shoot a pair. Again, almost trying to catch Jordan and himself off balance. Jordan with 16 points in this game. 7 boards as well. Rattles home the foul shot. A perfect 3 for 3 from the stripe. James Glisson back in for New Orleans. Deontay Bell to the Privateer bench for the moment. Jordan able to give his team a 2-point lead, making both. 48-46. 14:23 and counting second half. Privateers with plenty of work to do. Wilson Rouse, hesitation dribble down baseline left, can't get through, cut off by Lucas. Now Vincent gives it up to Jordan Johnson. Plenty of time to work with on the shot clock. On the switch, Jordan against Jordan in this case, and it's blocked by Belhaven's Judah Jordan out of bounds. 10 to shoot for the Privateers. Jordan, the Belhaven one, a little bigger, a little longer than Jordan Johnson for the Privateers. Inbound to Glisson, now against Couch, a pull-up jumper inside the arc, off target left side by Johnson. Rebound, Judah Jordan, up ahead for Couch, who fights off Wilson Rouse, going for another steal. Now he'll draw plenty of contact. He knew he was going to take the brunt of that, going right at Glisson, middle of the lane down low. And more than willing to do so. Glisson called for his first foul. That's just being tough right there. Luke Couch having a far better game than his first trip to Lakefront Arena. Has 11 points and has a free throw pop out on it. Just 1 of 3 from the line so far. The Blazers go a little deeper into their bench. Todd Larkin, a 6'1" junior guard from McGee, Mississippi. We'll see some action. And Neil Terry, the backup center, also out there for the Blazers as Reese sits. Couch able to make the second free throw. 49-46, Belhaven inside the 14-minute mark. Front court with it, Johnson for New Orleans. Passing to Wilson Rouse off the screen. He'll just shoot it from there and miss from 17. 8th rebound for Judah Jordan, who brings it across and slips, trying to keep the ball in his dribble, and he can't. Fell down, called for the travel. Once he went from feet with the ball in his hands to his backside, constituting the travel, although arguing the case that he didn't. Just a little bit of a slide is all it takes, and that was determined to be the case there, although Josh Brooks, the Belhaven head coach, also arguing the Blazers' case. Jordan Johnson doing what we saw Couch do earlier to Couch on the drive. Had a half step on him, put his body into him, and got the whistle on the floor. Second foul on Couch. 4th team foul of the half on Belhaven. You have the defender off balance. It's a good thing to do. Get the whistle. Especially if you feel like you might be losing yours. Jordan Johnson inbound. Will do so to Wilson Rouse. Passed up the 3. Spins to his left. Can't get off the shot outside the lane. UNO will reverse it. Josh Short, the freshman, off the bounce in the paint, finding Wilson Rouse. Again, he passes up the jumper, dribbles in and shoots from the baseline. 15-footer good. That's been a real comfortable range for Wilson Rouse during his scoring streak. Second Privateer in double figures with 11. 4th straight game in double figures for the senior from Chicago. Privateers, though, down 49-48 with 12:48 and ticking. Lucas fumbles it away. Short went for the reach-in steal. Might have been beaten by a half a step, but recovered nicely, and Lucas couldn't handle on the pull-up on the low block. $11 turnovers for the Blazers now. Pull up and an easy look straight away from the foul line for Wilson Rouse. New Orleans needing somebody to hit some shots. Wilson Rouse doing so. And the Privateers up by a point. 12:20 mark. Couch might have gotten away with a push-off there, giving it up. Weaving for the moment. Now Jordan looking to go to work. Couldn't get off the shot against Jordan Johnson. Around Glisson he goes, kicks to the corner, beating the shot clock. Couch has the 3-ball rattle out. Jordan Johnson in transition, cross court. Caleb Wilson Rouse from downtown. He scored 7 straight for New Orleans. And the Privateers lead 53-49. That's Jordan Johnson knowing who the hot hand is, giving up the dime for his 5th assist. Now Jordan in the lane, passing off Couch for 3, off back iron, rebound, another one for Vincent, who has 8 boards. Jordan Johnson pull up 3 in transition, too strong. Wasn't boxed out, fouled his shot, and then misses the layup down deep. Belhaven clears in transition. Lucas has it stolen away by Glisson. Chance for maybe a 2-on-1. Jordan Johnson fakes the pass, lays it home. He had Vincent to his right, and a little bit of a fake enough to create the scoring opportunity. 21 points for Jordan Johnson, and the two Privateer senior guards going on a run by themselves of 9-0. 55-49. New Orleans inside the 11-minute mark of this second half. Ball fake. Larkin throws it up off the glass on the drive, won't go. Glisson to Johnson up ahead. Big outlet lay-in, Wilson Rouse. Massive run by UNO. A few stops. And their two best scorers getting buckets. Timeout Belhaven. With 10:32 to go. And UNO Snow up 62-54 on their home floor with 7:46 to go. Blazers in the half court with the basketball. Hersey to inbound. Does so to Jordan. Passes up the screen, now gets it from Terry. Feeds Terry on the roll down low. Fumbles, gets down deep. Beats the shot clock, but misses, but tap follow good, and should be credited to Reese. And it is a bucket for Reese, doing what he does best. He has 11 rebounds now to go with 12 points. Third Blazer in double figures. In just a 6-point game with 7:20 and counting. Deontay Bell back in. Passes it off to Jordan Johnson. Bell sets a screen for him, left of the lane. Scoop won't go. Bell keeps it alive and puts it in. Kept it alive with one arm available. Tapped it to himself and finished. 8-point New Orleans lead, 7-minute mark. Marshall will bring it out after probing left side for a moment. Reese pass off to Jordan against the freshman short. The senior bounces it to the mid-post left side. Reese spins to his left, and the jump hook's a beauty. And taking the brunt of that contact on the spin was Turk Vincent. No blood visible, but he certainly did get shaken up. In just a moment to compose himself. Reese spinning to his left and took an accidental shot there. 14 points for Reese. Another double-double for a great rebounder who's half a board away from his average. Now a foul away from the ball will go against New Orleans. An illegal screen. And it'll go against Jamond Turk Vincent. His first foul, 15th foul on the Privateers. 64-58 UNO leads it. Here's Jordan getting down deep. Easy reverse layup. Slowed down just for a moment and then turned on the Jets to blow by short. Matching his career high, Judah Jordan with 21. Now a foul on the floor against the Blazers will put UNO into the 1-and-1. And Wilson Rouse to the strike. Jordan Marshall called for his first foul. Wilson Rouse with 18 points and counting, already with 3 steals above his Southland Conference leading average. First free throw earns the back end. 3 for 3 from the stripe. So Jordan Johnson with 24 for the Privateers. Caleb Wilson Rouse looking for his 20th point. And converts. Big 4-game stretch for Caleb Wilson Rouse. And UNO's needed their 2 leading scorers to deliver tonight. Up just 66-60. 6 minutes to go. Terry extended near the 3-point line, hands off to Judah Jordan. With Wilson Rouse on his hip, comes left, now redirects right at the free throw line, pass off to Hersey with 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jordan, hesitates at the free throw line. Hersey, desperation 3, won't go from NBA range, rebound short for New Orleans. Quickly to Vincent across the timeline. And a reach-in foul called on Jordan. Going for the steal, made plenty of contact, and puts Vincent at the stripe for the 1-and-1 now. Had help behind him too with Hersey, so he didn't need to do it. Vincent coming off the bench for the 3rd straight game, nearing a double-double. Looks for his 9th point here, but does not convert. Easy rebound for Belhaven and Jonathan Lucas. Vincent out of Landry High here in New Orleans with 9 rebounds. Privateers leading rebounder at that size, showing you why tonight. Now Jordan drives, blocked by Short on the recovery, out of bounds. So the freshman getting the assignment with his athleticism to try to match up with the best Belhaven player tonight in Jordan. .15 to shoot for the Blazers. Inbound to Lucas, near corner. Now we'll dribble out and hand it to Jordan. Vincent on him now. Jordan into the lane, tried to pass it to the opposite corner, and it's deflected out of bounds by the Privateers with just 4 on the shot clock and 5:07 to go. 66-60 New Orleans. Who gets the last run of this game? Probably College. Those his 2 alma maters. Had success on the high school level and now doing a great job as the head coach at Belhaven. On the inbound, Reese to beat the clock, misses the fadeaway. Lucas almost put in the follow. Hersey gets it back, spins, and he's fouled. Once again, winning the glass, the friend of Belhaven. Wilson Rouse called for his 3rd foul, and the 6th New Orleans team foul. In the act, Hersey shooting a pair. Just 2 of 4 at the line tonight. Looks for point number 8 and converts. He's got 8 rebounds. Hart in for Vincent for the Privateers. Turks taking a little bit of a beating here the last couple minutes of this game. Can use the breather with exactly 5 minutes to go. Belhaven can get within 4, and they do. Hersey converts. So if Hersey gets another point and a couple rebounds, Belhaven could have 3 players with double-doubles tonight. That's why they're in it. Short, left of the lane, avoids the steal, passes to Johnson. Johnson against Couch. Well, one-hand pass. Wilson Rouse hesitates on the shot, passes to Short. Fades away in the lane and gets the roll. A tough shot from 12. Josh Short, with his first field goal of the night, has 4 points. And the defensive assignment against Jordan on the other end. Talk about confidence in the true freshman. Lucas holding, 1 dribble handoff. Jordan squared up, didn't shoot. To Lucas against the shorter Hart. Faced up for a moment, but wants to get it back to Jordan, who has it and pulls up for 3 and hits. Judah Jordan, a career-high 24, hits his 3rd tray of the night. And Belhaven within a possession at the 4-minute mark. 68-65 Privateers. A battle down the stretch in this one. Hart driving on Lucas, fouled on the floor on the contact. And Hart will have an opportunity out of 1-and-1. And he's shooting from deep, 6 of 11. One of the best 3-point shooters in the country, and the Privateers have needed every bit of it. Up just by 3. Carlos Hart facing an important 1-and-1 here. Hits the front end to make it 69-65. Again, just 3:47 left. Under Mark Schlesinger in his 13 years on the lakefront, New Orleans has never fallen to a non-Division I team, but Belhaven is pushing them to near the limit tonight. Big foul shots for Hart as he drains both. All of his points coming at the line. He has 4. Down 5, Belhaven with it. Here is Judah Jordan with the 24 points and the 10 boards. Josh Short trying to slow him down, the 6'5 guard against the 6'2 Jordan, who gives it up to Jacob Reese. Against Bell, shoots over him. Short, Bell with the rebound. Hard-nosed defense there by the Privateer big man. Johnson in transition, passes from the lane, intended for Wilson Rouse, out of bounds on the near sideline. The point guards for these two teams making the engines go tonight. And Jordan Johnson has played every second of this one for the Privateers. He'll inbound it. Wilson Rouse. 3:12 and counting. Plenty to work with on the shot clock. Johnson gets it back and will launch from deep and hit. Jordan Johnson make it 7 bombs, 27 points, 4 away from his season high, and an 8-point UNO lead under the 3-minute mark. Now poked away, Short dives on the floor, comes up with the loose ball to Wilson Rouse, who lays it in. The steal by the freshman. Caleb Wilson Rouse with the easy bucket off of his work. 22 for Caleb Wilson Rouse. Josh Short, his defensive performance here in the second half, crucial. Trying to slow down Jordan. Judah Jordan pulls up the dribble against him, back out to Lucas. Handoff Hersey from 3, off target. Offensive board, Reese, another chance for the Blazers. He's double teamed, goes to the corner to Lucas. He misses from downtown. Another offensive board, Couch. And was he fouled on the floor or did he travel? They're going to say a foul on the contact before the travel. And Caleb Wilson Rouse called for his 4th personal with 2:11, I should say, remaining. Just desire for the Blazers, that's part of it. Got good rebounding forwards, and they give max effort on the glass. On the second offensive rebound, just the first rebound of the night for Couch. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 on the 7th New Orleans team foul and miss. Bell secures it for the Privateers. 75-65. New Orleans close to the finish line now, just got to close it out. Hart between the rings, wants to give it up and does. Wilson Rouse, now Jordan Johnson will shoot from 3 and miss. Had plenty of time on the shot clock, but launched it anyway. After the Lucas rebound, Jordan, Judah, in traffic, no-look pass, but Reese is blocked on the shot by Bell, who recovers it and gets it to Wilson Rouse. And now the UNO bench saying, slow it down. 1:35 and count. 10-point Privateers lead, and Mark Schlesinger not taking any chances. Will burn a timeout. He had 3 in his pocket, using 1 here. New Orleans with timeouts to work with. 21 to shoot. UNO with 2 timeouts left. Belhaven with 1. The arrow pointing the way of the Blazers if it comes into play. The inbound will go in the backcourt where it's chased down by Wilson Rouse. We'll bring it across against Jordan. Still 15 to shoot. Pulls up the bounce, passes off to Short, who drives and lays it home with the left hand. Slashed right in from the right wing. Josh Short has been tremendous in the second half. 6 points, 2 steals. Huge defense against this man, Judah Jordan, who tries to drive on him. And it's off of Short, who again defensively held up there. Jordan got pretty deep on the penetration. Down 77-65. Both teams shooting 39% in this one. Inbound going to Lucas in the corner, back to the bucket, looking for a guard, looking for Jordan to come take it from him. Finally gets it in his hands with 12 to shoot and a minute to go. Jordan off to Reese, hands it to Couch, who pulls up for a contested 2, won't go, rebound Short. Rebound New Orleans. And no reason to do anything with the clock being your friend now for the Privateers. Jordan Johnson just waiting to be fouled, and he is with 41.6 to go by Judah Jordan. Pretty good duel between these point guards tonight as Judah Jordan is called for his 4th foul. Jordan Johnson is 2 of 2 from the line tonight. And over 90% on the season. Shooting 2 on the 10th Blazers team foul, nothing but nylon. So New Orleans, in their second close game since the aforementioned North Dakota contest, able to close things out. Johnson scored 31 against Loyola Chicago and had a shot to tie it in the final seconds. What looked like a pretty obvious foul that didn't get called. He's also scored 29 this year. And he scored 29 for the second time this season. Both in. 79-65. Privateers are going to survive this tough test from the Blazers tonight. Judah Jordan against Jordan Johnson. Pulls up in the lane. Off back rim. Rebound picked up off the floor by Bell. With the shot clock off, I think Belhaven's going to wave the white flag here, and they will. And New Orleans will improve to 4-4 on the year and stay unbeaten 3-0 at home. Belhaven, it won't count on their record. And you never feel good about losing, but the Division III Blazers certainly doing themselves in the Collegiate Conference of the South proud with an excellent effort tonight. We reach the final horn, and UNO takes a 79-65 victory here at Lakefront Arena.